Hello BMTM, welcome to another BMTM Sports Update. I'm Diane Lopez.
And I'm Giorgio. Well, the AL MVP has finally been announced, and it's our very own Josh Donaldson to win the award. He's done amazing for us this season, Diane. I mean, he truly deserves it. He beats out Mike Trout for the AL MVP. And on the other side of things, Bryce Harper wins the NL MVP award. For the Dallas Keuchel of the Houston Astros wins the AL Cy Young Award, and while Jake Arrieta for the Chicago Cubs wins the NL Cy Young Award.
Alex Ovechkin finally becomes the best Russian goal scorer. He passes Sergei Fedorov's 483 goal mark. Ovi has been sitting at 483 goals for 8 games as he finally scores against Dallas yesterday.
Well, for that to be happening, there had to be a game going on, so what are we doing here not reporting it? The Dallas Stars were in the Verizon Center to take on the Caps, and in the first period, Sagan and Backstrom each exchanged goals for the respective teams. And in the second period, that's where the historic moment happened. Ovechkin tucks in his 484th goal to break the record.
In the third, tied at 2, a turnover in front of the net, and Jason Spezza makes no mistake scoring the game winner for the Stars. Pretty disappointing that Ovi couldn't celebrate his milestone achievement though, Giorgio. With a win, Spezza had to spoil the party at that one point, turning over the puck right in front of their net. That was bad.
Yeah, I mean that sucks. I mean, it's a very good milestone for Ovechkin. I mean, he's been supporting Fedorov since he was a little kid. He's played with him in his early career, and to beat his record, it must be a huge honor for him, and a lot of excitement goes out to his family. But you know what? I mean, not every game can be a win, and it sucks that had to be a loss. But
that turnover was still bad, but all we know is that Ovechkin is now one of the best goal scorers in the Russian league.
Yeah, the turnover was actually just reminded me of the turnover that the Morocco team did. Very similar. Pass in front of the net, and they just scooped up the shot. And you know what? Can't be happening in an NHL game. It's more understandable in a high school game.
But Bishop Morocco turnover.
But the Bishop Morocco turnover. Looks like the Capitals turnover.
One of a kind.
In TDCAA non-contact hockey news, Michael Power defeats Monsignor Percy Johnson 10-1.
10-1. 10-1.
This is the third game this season with a final score ending with 10-1. One of these games being our very own Bishop Morocco Hockey Club being on the receiving end on that one.
Also, due to the scrap that occurred in the Morocco versus UTS game, our goalie is facing a hearing today. We will know if he misses any games due to suspension. The odds are in Morocco's favor, though. It says here it's on the favor of on our side, but is it really on our side? Are the odds of the favors in our sides?
I think so. I mean, our goalie is the only goalie we have, so I think they'll be more lenient on it. But even if he doesn't face suspension, there could be some injury to his hand. Hurt his knuckle, but reportedly being 2 weeks if doesn't face suspension. But apparently he will be able to make it. So I mean, there's a bunch of different stuff going around, but hopefully he will be able to come back for Monday's game.
I do have one question though, Giorgio. Since you are on the team, do you know who's going to be replacing him as goaltending?
Well, if we need a replacement, we don't know just quite yet. We don't want to release any names because we don't know quite yet. There's a couple names being floated around the locker room, but we'll report it when it actually needs to happen.
All right.
Except for today, BMTM, we'll see you all next time.
Good. Was that good?
Yeah. Pretty good. You could have paused though for the after I said the hockey club.